Questioning Everything with Garrett and Adam.
Is a fish really so intelligent that we don't need to worry about eating it?
What fish, though, do you believe is self-aware?
None.
Well, hold on. Octopus.
Octopus isn't a fish.
Well,
octopus is a mollusk, which is a different thing than
God, you're
vertebrate.
so smart. I feel so dumb when I talk
Vertebrates have a spine they've got a division.
Gelatinous, is what you're saying.
Invertebrates are dimorphous or dichotomous, where they have two parts of them, a left and a right hemisphere. Octopuses have eight.
Eight.
Right? Yeah. So once you get into like octopuses and starfish, stuff like that, they're actually completely different branch of life that are not vertebrates like we are. Right?
I hear the word vertebrae there.
From fish
Any relation?
on, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Spine.
So a structure.
Yep. From
skeletal.
Fish on, that's us. We're part of the fish family tree.
Because fish are vertebrates because they have spines.
They have spines and they have a left and right hemisphere of a brain, and they have a left and right part of their body.
I just had an epiphany. Whereas starfish are some of those fish are gelatinous.
Starfish are not vertebrates.
They don't have any bones.
They don't have it's not
cartilage, maybe.
It's not about necessarily having bones, because
I know what you mean.
They could, like arthropods as well, aren't vertebrates. They're not vertebrates.
What do you do here? Do you just research everything all the time, forever?
No, it's just my life, dude.
It's interesting. It's
but
crazy.
No, I mean, it's like the difference.
You're like an encyclopedia of
octopuses
all kinds of
are not
shit.
part of our, we're not part of the octopus life.
So hold on. Then you're saying that we evolved out of salmon
from fish, yeah. Fish.
So
to
which
lizards?
So which salmon are self-aware?
I don't think any are. That's why I'm okay with eating them. But that's just it. Is that we'd have to look at fish. I think that the answer to understanding consciousness is basically it's going to be a step up from stupid, right? So our base resting point is stupid, and we have to learn. Is to actually analyze the systems of
I don't think we're stewards.
life
we're
forms.
Ignorant. Ignorant is the word.
Sure. Analyze life forms all the way up to us and find out what chemistry they've got that is actually literally giving them because most of the brain tissue is there to serve as functions for the body, right? Again, for the autonomic organism, or the unconscious or unself-aware organism. It's still run by instinct. It's still run by impulse. But it's not self-aware as it's occurring, right? Self-awareness is this feedback loop where rather than just having an impulse, it has an impulse and it's aware of itself having an impulse.
So like deer, bear.
Absolutely self-aware. Absolutely.
That's trippy.
Right?
What about a squirrel? I don't think so. Maybe?
Maybe hard to say.
So I think that anything that's self-aware has a spiritual. Well,
that's just it. Is that the two arguments would essentially be like one's designed and one is random. Right. This is back to the original thing.
Right.
And I'm saying that it's random, that it's not designed, but at the ultimate result is the same, because the ultimate result is that the plant is relatively unconscious, or completely unconscious. The fish is barely conscious. The squirrel is maybe conscious, but the bear like and the deer are entirely self-aware. Again, then you can start looking at things like, do they protect their young?
Yeah.
If they protect their young, why? Is it just like an instinctual, impulsive type of a thing, or is it like
if you hear like a deer get eaten by a bear, like it sounds human.
Sure. As far as I'm concerned, bears and deer and humans were on the same plane.
The native indigenous people believe they're all those spirit animals. I mean,
sure.
There's something to it, right?
Yeah.
More stuff I need to research, but
I'd say that spirit, what we call spirituality or what we call spirit, is actually an emergent phenomenon from this chemistry. So that the chemistry exists, and then self-awareness actually is an emergent phenomenon from these feedback loops that are produced in the chemical process.
Exactly.
And that, yes, you can call it spiritual, but the problem exists is that people think that there's a spiritual realm, which is like a separate dimension, and that some animals can connect to it and some animals can't. I'd say that spiritual realm doesn't exist, that there's only one universe, we're in it, and that spirit or consciousness emerges from the chemistry, stays there for a period of time, unfortunately gets petered out the moment that the chemistry is no longer available to sustain it. Mm-hmm. And, no matter how aware or spiritual or in tune or whatever the hell it is, that none of that is the organism's ability to connect to another realm, because there is no other realm. But
you don't believe in parallel dimensions.
Parallel dimensions?
Well, just that there's some other dimension.
I don't believe in anything. Let's just clarify that. And then now there's like literally no basis for parallel dimensions. We can say that somebody has a theory, and do I agree with their theory? But as far as actual observation, there's no observing a parallel dimension.
Advertisement loading.
Hey, Garrett.
Hey, Adam.
Did you know that we have a Patreon?
No, I did not.
Really?
No.
Well, it's great. You can click the lickin'. You can
finger licking, clicking, licking.
You can lick the clit in the description and check us out on Patreon. Become a champion.
You can lick the clit in the
Philomath.
Lick the link.
A sophist. A philanthropist.
Warrior.
Or...
Do it again.
Yeah. Cut.
Cut.
Perfect. It's a one take.
Middle. Nam